Hey, I just wanted to post this short video for anybody who follows me. And I'm not calling you a follower. I just believe that you're a listener. You're a fellow sojourner like me. We don't have everything figured out, but we got a fairly good grasp on the truth. I realize what this looks like. It's like people look at me and they're like, who do you think you are? I mean, like, did you graduate from Harvard or Princeton? What are your credentials? And I get that. Maybe on some level, that's an honest critique. But I just want to say, maybe it would be a good idea. This is just a suggestion. Maybe it would be a good idea to just, when you turn on the news or you read the newspaper or you open your phone, you look at that social media post, maybe it'd be a good idea to say, hey, maybe Rusty Rockets, Russell Brand is not telling me the truth. Maybe Joe Rogan is going to mislead me. Maybe Kyle Kalinske is talking BS, and maybe Dave Pacman and Midas Touch and Candace Owens, maybe all of them are just grifting, and maybe Brian Young doesn't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's trying to lead me astray. It will never be a bad thing, I don't think, to step back and just question. You don't have to take things at face value. Slow things down. Put it in your time. Break it down into your vernacular. Really understand what people are trying to say. And then understand that as they're saying it, they're trying to lead you in a particular direction. I don't see, like Ian Carroll has become incredibly popular. I would be open to talking to an Ian Carroll. Now, this is a Mount Everest compared to me, which is like an anthill, if even that. But, I question why he can get so many other things right that are not as obvious, and yet he continues to support a guy who calls himself the father of the vaccine, who continues to remind you that he was in charge of putting his signature on the $6.2 trillion, basically big pharma corporate giveaway, the biggest power and wealth transfer in the history of not just America, but the world. Think about it, $6.2 trillion with one signature. And I've said this before on a couple of my other videos, but do you have any understanding or just a modicum of a grasp on how big the number trillion is? For example, if you were able to somehow earn $1 for each second that you were alive, you would earn exactly $86,400 every single day, or about $31.5 million a year. How long would you have to live to collect your first $1 trillion? 31 years? That's a long time. How about 310 years? How about 3,100 years? Would it take 3,100 years for you to earn your first $1 trillion at $1 every second you were alive? No, how about 31,709 years that you would have to be alive to collect your first $1 trillion? But Donald Trump signed the CARES Act into existence, which was $2.2 trillion. And then there was a $4.4 trillion Federal Reserve backstop added to that wasn't even added onto the $8.4 trillion national debt. It's really $12 trillion, $12.4 trillion that he accumulated against the American people, against future unborn Americans, that the bankers will call to collect on one day. For your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, he's proud of that. Big Pharma got record profits during those years and still make record profits. He's still promoting one of the most dangerous things in the entire world as he gives away and has given away money to Israel. Joe Biden just gave billions upon billions of dollars to Israel. Donald Trump is not going to stop that. They're playing for the same team owners. So maybe it would be a good idea to go, I am not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm not independent. I don't have a dog in this fight. I just want to be left alone. I want to earn and take home 100% of everything I go out to earn every day without getting extracted from me through the extortion practices of the state known as the government, the U.S. government and state governments, and all my money given away to Ukraine or Israel or some other foreign entity that doesn't work in my best interests. So all I'm saying when I'm out here and have this social media presence, and I'll go over this about Gabbard reverses course on this key intel gathering tool as her nomination comes near. Don't trust these people. Don't trust me. Just sit back, relax, put your critical thinking cap on, start asking questions, And don't start with the assumption that CIA asset Anderson Pupa, because he's on the counterfeit news network at CNN and he appears on your TV, or because ABC has this really cool, highfalutin looking graphic, that you can trust it at all. It's why I call it Fake Stream CIA Infiltrated Operation Mockingbird MK Ultra Media. And while I really appreciate you guys following me, I don't want to be locked into an echo chamber. I don't want people to tickle my ears with something that I think is the truth when it may not be. I think we should all just realize, we just step back, slow things down, and realize, hey, you know what? Truth fears no scrutiny. There is truth. There are lies. There are people out there who are conducting psychological operations against the American people and people abroad constantly. And maybe it would be a good idea for me not to give my mental facilities and faculties away to somebody else who wants to control my mind, because that's what's going on. They want to entrap you in a positive feedback loop in these social media sites so that you can lock yourself into your own echo chamber and cement yourself in your own cognitive dissonance. And probably it's one of the hardest things in the world to get yourself out of once you've been embroiled in that. So all I'm saying is question everything. The state is that great fiction by which everyone seeks to live at the expense of everyone else. And you need to keep your morals about you. The general dissolution of principles and morals will more surely overthrow the liberties of America than all the force of the common enemy. While the people are virtuous, they cannot be subdued. If you remain virtuous, if you remain true to your principles, if you stand on truth, you can't be subdued. But once you lose that virtue, you'll give yourself away to the first external or internal invader. Don't become your own invader. Don't become your own enemy. Do the things that you know is right. Step back, slow things down. You don't have to believe everything everybody says. Get yourself out of the cult of personality. The cult of personality is powerful. There are powerful personalities out there who are saying some pretty convincing things, and then you find out at the end of it, wow, they have completely sold out. They have hung me out to dry and the rest of my Americans who trusted them for years, like Alex Jones. What's the deal with this guy? He'll speak all this truth, but then he'll sew in a whole bunch of deceptive lies. And I don't know if you know this, but truth plus a lie equals a lie. You can't have lies within truth and maintain the integrity of truthfulness. And this is what it's all about. The wholeness of the thing, the wholeness of the truth, and spitting out the lies and rejecting the lies and exposing the liars. Because when you have people like this who are promoting psychological operations for their own benefit, and usually that's so that they can accumulate wealth and prestige and power, they are not there for your good. That's why we need to take a step back, slow things down, hold fast to truth, understand what your principles are, and never, ever move away from them, because the entire objective of Fake Stream CIA Infiltrated Operation Mockingbird MK Ultra Media is that you let go of your virtue, that you step away from principle and just believe them because they look so believable. So I appreciate you listening here on the Twitter platform. If you like this content, give it a like and share it with everybody you know. Maybe this will resonate with people. If you think I'm wrong, let me have it in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one.